What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Burke, aka Dansweight here, and this is a special video to celebrate 5 years of streaming non-stop 24/7 on the Dansweight channel. So yeah, where do I even begin? 5 years, it's another one of those classic milestones where you just wonder, how the hell did this even happen? Because it all began with just a wacky idea that I threw out on my Patreon, and a few maybe 5 or 6 people responded saying, yeah, this sounds cool. And then I just found an old laptop and I tried it out, and for some reason the idea was a hit. And here we are 5 years later, celebrating a huge anniversary. So of course I want to start the video by just thanking you all so much, because especially this milestone for me is extra special, because to me it really just isn't about me anymore. The stream, of course once we first got started, it was the Dansweight story, how did he come up with it, and it's my content, I'm the host of the stream. But when it's been 5 years, the only way a stream survives for 5 years and continues to prosper is because of its viewership and its moderation team. So that's why I don't want to talk too much in this kind of early stage. I want to hand the words over to my moderation team. I want them to say their piece about this particular anniversary, because it's just so huge, and it's all because of you guys. Now, before I do that, I want to give you guys some numbers, because I was looking through this recently and it absolutely blew my mind. So first of all, we've had over 10 million hits on the stream since 2018. Now, when you think of it as just a singular link that you can go to watch content, it's the most viewed content that I've ever made on the channel. It's beaten out the epic The Last of Us movie that's still on 9.7 or something like that. The stream in that sense has been an absolutely incredible success. But I think for me, the demography and the interaction that the stream has been the true headline of the story. Now, this might be hard to believe, but the stream has had 2.8 million messages in the chat since 2018. That number completely blew my mind. And so whenever you think about the moderator team and the sheer amount of effort and dedication it's taken to do what they do for the last 5 years, 2.8 million messages. Of course, we haven't read and moderated every single one of them, but I think you get the idea, because we almost always have either a moderator in the chat or at least someone lurking and just making sure everything's okay. And so the fact that we've managed to see that much interactivity throughout the last 5 years has just been completely incredible, and I really couldn't believe that number. And I had to kind of keep checking it, but according to the analytics on YouTube, it's correct, 2.8 million messages. So, I mean, what more can I say? You guys have been absolutely incredible. And for me, the singular thing that I'm most proud of, truly, beyond all of the numbers and how many donations it's gotten and all of this kind of stuff, it really is the fact that when I started this stream, I had this sort of vision of creating a really cool place for Final Fantasy fans to hang out and to have a good time, and to form bonds and friendships and to be there for the long haul. And 5 years later, that dream has come true, and it's all thanks to you guys. And it's taken a lot of effort on my part, and especially of the moderator team's part, to sort of set up this environment and to maintain it, where we try to keep it as positive an energy as we can. We try to keep things fun, we try to keep things light, and we try to make it one of the safest and best places to hang out on YouTube. And if we're still here 5 years later and the chat continues to roll, of course it's not at its absolute peak anymore because of the general aging of the 24/7 stream format. We're still here, and we're still doing better than a lot of streams that have been around for half the time. And so I'm incredibly happy that you guys have kind of taken on the mantle. I had a vision, I had an idea, then my moderation team and I discussed this, and we started to implement it in the chat. And years later now, a lot of times we can just sort of sit back and lurk and watch the chat unfold, and we can see that there's some incredible role models in there that truly understand and embody what we wanted to do with the stream. And to a degree at least, the stream moderates itself. And the only reason that that's possible is because of the hard work of the moderation team and the general support and understanding of the regular chatters that have been in there over the years. So thank you guys so much. I mean, there's not really too much more I can say other than just that I'm just so proud to be a part of this thing. It's one of the coolest projects I've ever done in my life, and I'm really happy that we're still here and we still get to keep this thing rolling. So without much further ado, I'm going to hand it over to my moderation team, who I love dearly. They've become one of the biggest revelations of this entire project. I mean, I never even knew I really needed a moderation team or how it would work, and if we did have one, how would we get along, what kind of relationship would we have. And the way that it's blossomed into this really cool, basically family of people. They're like my family now. I pretty much speak to them every single day of my life for the last 5 years, without fail almost. And the fact that they've been so supportive, continuing to voluntarily do their best to help maintain the stream and keep things rolling, despite, you know, mods have been getting married, they've been graduating from uni, they've been having kids, they've been moving houses, like all of these crazy things have happened over the last 5 years, but collectively they continue to remain just such an impressive and amazing group of people that are doing their best to continue to make this place one of the best places to hang out for Final Fantasy fans on the internet. So thank you guys so much, you're all so special. And I'm gonna leave it to you guys for a few minutes to say a few words of thanks for all of the good times that we've had on the stream in the last 5 years.
What's this? Could it be a face reveal? It's Yasuo Leon here to celebrate the 5th year of our 24/7 live stream. I've talked to so many of you in the chat over the years. I've had so much fun talking Final Fantasy with you and pretty much anything in the chat. Can't wait to keep it going for who knows how long, but we've made it 5 years, you guys! 5 years! And what better at the 5th year than to show my excellent face to y'all? Can't wait to see more of you in the future!
Hey guys, Real Deal here, aka the Outbit Tech Support. Can't believe it's been 5 years already. It's been so crazy. I just want to thank Burke for creating this awesome slice of the internet. And I want to thank everybody who's participated in it. I made so many friends, except for Kat. But it's been so great. I thank you for accepting me to be part of it and be fixing all the problems. I love doing it. I love doing it for you guys because you guys are such an awesome community. I really can't wait to see what the future holds for us, and it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to experience it with you guys. Love you all, so thank you.
Hello, my little morsels. It's Laura, aka Laura, from the Final Fantasy Food Stream of Dreams. I make no apologies for constantly turning the chat talking about food. It's one of my favourite things. It's one of my reasons for being, so deal with it. I love spending time in the stream. It's been a fantastic 5 years. Everybody in the community makes it such a wonderful place to hang out. We like to make it safe, we like to make it approachable, but most of all, we like to make it fun. To the rest of my fantastic mod team, I never thought I'd make such wonderful friendships with you all, and I absolutely love it. Beck, you're a genius. Keep doing what you're doing, and I love you all. Bye!
Hey guys, I'm Josh, or as most of you will know me, Wordsmith. 5 years ago, we embarked on the most amazing journey together. Bert, us the mods, and you the viewers. I'm proud to say that together, we've created the longest running stream on YouTube and one of the most amazing communities for Final Fantasy on the internet. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. This has been a truly life-changing experience, without exaggeration. And I'm so glad to be a part of it.
Hey guys, this is Jade Farming Away, and we're here to celebrate 5 years of the Final Fantasy community stream and how time flies. I mean, I started out as a viewer of the stream, and it was just was about a year after launch that I was made a mod as well. And for me, that feels like it was only just last year, and it's already been 4 years since then. And now the fact that we're here celebrating 5 years is just absolutely massive. And what a ride it's been for us all. I mean, I feel so proud and so privileged to be able to be part of this whole thing. And I want to say a great big thank you to Bert, to my fellow mods. You're all awesome. I love you guys. And of course, also to the viewers, to the community. None of us would be here if it weren't for you guys. So thank you all so much. And here's for at least another 5 years. Cheers, guys.
Happy 5 years, everybody!
Hey guys, it's Ike here. Just want to wish everyone happy 50th year anniversary for the stream. Many thanks for everyone who keeps frequenting the stream. And big thanks also to Burke for making this possible, and also for my fellow moderators. We've become such good friends that we even play Dungeons & Dragons together every month, so I'm truly blessed.
Hi! If you don't know me, I'm Tanya.
Destruct Day on stream, and happy anniversary. 5 years. Who would have thought 5 years ago that we would still be going strong? Thank you to all the viewers. Thank you to all the chatters. Thank you to the community. But most of all, thank you, my fellow mods, for your awesome friendship the past 5 years. And here's to at least 5 more years of this. And that didn't work as I intended. But hey, who cares? Bye!
Good evening, my dear viewers, fellow moderators, and especially Burke, aka Danceaway himself, the owner of the live stream that never sleeps, 24/7 Final Fantasy. And my YouTube handle is Artemis, and I've been hanging around the live streams ever since the beginning, back when it was Final Fantasy X exclusive non-stop live stream. But then unfortunately I haven't been able to attend chat session quite as much due to my hectic work schedule. Despite all that, I'm really looking forward to the upcoming 5th anniversary video on the Danceaway channel, and see how you guys are doing. I hope to see you all in the chat session very soon. Take care. Bye bye.
Hey guys, Ammo here. Here's through the 5 years of Final Fantasy, the stream, the mod squad, and of course, you.
It's Erica, or Maester Erica, as many of you guys know me as in stream. I just wanted to come on and say it's been 5 years. Just wanted to thank you guys for all of the support of Burke, of all of the mods here. Want to thank Burke for making me a part of this amazing journey. My children are grateful they get to eat. But just want to hop on and say thank you, much love to you all, and I can't wait for another 5 more. I can't wait to be doing this again at year 10 with all of you, and I just want to say thanks for all of the memories and all of the great food talk. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Stream Squeeze. I can't believe it's been 5 years. That's crazy. Let's keep it going. See you around.
Hey everyone! Okay, so I hear that the gift for 5-year anniversaries are wood, so I'm clutching my cutting board from the kitchen, so it'll bring me good luck for this. So I just want to wish everyone, my lovely mod family, my stream friends, and Berg a happy 5-year stream anniversary. You guys have added so much color and comfort to my life. It's been fantastic being here, and I look forward to being here for a long, long time in the future. So cheers to all of you guys, and I'll see you in the witching hour.
Your efforts will avail us naught.
We fight, we survive, we endure. We don't need a reason.
Hi, it's Ben Starr here. You might know me a little bit better as Clive Rossfield in Final Fantasy XVI. Now, I just wanted to stop by and say congratulations. 5 years is an amazing achievement for what is, let's be honest, not just one of the best Final Fantasy games ever made, but one of the best games ever made. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm not gonna lie, I might have nipped in to have a little bit of a watch myself every now and then. So, as a fan of the series, to other fans of the series, I want to say congratulations. And coming up to celebrate this month, I might be popping in to say hi. So hopefully I'll see you soon.
So there we go, guys. That was the amazing Spirit Unplugged moderator family with a special cameo by Ben Starr, the voice of Clive Rossfield himself. Thank you to him for agreeing to do that as well. It's a nice little touch, and I thought it would add to, you know, the memory that we're trying to create through this video. So that's what I have to show from that side of things. But what are we doing for the 5th anniversary? Now, unfortunately, without going too much into it, it's a mix of like the first year anniversary we did was so big, and it exceeded my expectations in such a huge way that I couldn't find a way to top it. And doing the same thing again felt a bit too repetitive. And honestly, like the buzz we created around the first year was a lot stronger. Now that we've matured so much as a stream and as a format, obviously we don't quite have the same level of like, you know, people in the stream and buzz around it that we did 4 or 5 years ago, which is completely understandable. And so trying to recreate the magic of that felt like it wouldn't really work as well. So that's an idea that I decided to not go into, trying to like collect videos in the community and do that kind of thing. Maybe in the future, maybe 10 years, we'll try to do something big like that once again, because it would have been such a long time. But for now, I decided to go against something like that. I tried to consider doing a modcast, but a lot of us haven't finished Final Fantasy 16 yet. And if we did do a modcast, I think that was going to be a pretty big topic to talk about. And so we're going to wait until more of us have finished 16, and then we're going to do a modcast. So that's going to happen. It won't be like a 5th year special kind of thing, but in general, we will do one. It's been a very long time. And I think it'll be nice to have that kind of chat with the mods and to share it with you guys too. So we will be doing a modcast. But when it comes to Ben Starr / Clive Rossfield, we're not quite done yet, because he has graciously agreed to hang out in the stream with us to celebrate the 5th year anniversary of Spirit Unplugged. So what we're going to do is towards the end of August, somewhere between the 27th to the 29th of August, he's agreed to come and hang out in the stream and just generally answer questions, banter, have a good time and create some memories. So we did something similar in 2019 with the 1st year anniversary, and we had Hedy Barres in the chat for like half an hour, and we had a really good time and memories were made. So hopefully we'll get to do something similar with Ben towards the end of August. So a big thank you to him for agreeing to do this, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and just stay tuned for more information about specifically when it's going to happen. So that's going to be a nice cool way to celebrate 5 years of streaming. So from here I'm going to switch to voiceover, because this is like the kind of announcement, celebratory side of it done. But there is going to be quite a major change to what's going to be happening on the stream. And I want to kind of explain this as properly as I can, because there's still going to be people asking about it all the time. Because as you've seen from the numbers, we continue to get a great number of new people in, and people who haven't been around the channel for a while, they dip back in. And so still, I want to get my first kind of announcement and explanation of what's happening to the stream out there. And then hopefully, you know, as time goes on, people in the chat, the moderator team, they can help to explain any changes that people notice when they return to the stream, or if they see it for the first time and they're wondering how it's going to work.
Okay, my friends, since August 2018, the stream has had a pretty consistent and reliable format in which I've created a sort of, well, we called it a mega loop, in which basically I play all of my Final Fantasy LPs back to back in release order, and then I throw in some extra playthroughs of Final Fantasy X, because that is the most popular piece of content on the channel. A lot of people who follow the Dansko 8 channel have done so through their interest in Final Fantasy X and the content that I've made for it over the years. So Final Fantasy X was always kind of the exception, and that's been working really well for us. But over time, it became progressively more and more difficult to implement things this way. And currently, we still have Final Fantasy 3 to come very soon, and then Final Fantasy 16, and then I still have Final Fantasy 1 and 2, and then I have 7 Remake Part 2 and Part 3 in the future, and well, of course, any other Final Fantasies beyond that will be included in the stream. And so, as you guys have seen, in the overlay we have like a nice layout there for you guys to see which games are in the Mega Loop and what order they are going to be streamed in. Now, that's been working well for us, but I've decided to change up that format because it has been 5 years now. I think it's due a change, and it gets progressively less and less effective and more difficult to implement the more playlists that are on here. So without boring you too much with the details, what we're going to do is we're going to drop the kind of scheduled format, and we're going to move to basically what I call like a semi-randomized format. The reason I call it semi-randomized is because it's not absolutely just sort of we have a randomizer tool that just picks out a playlist and just shoots it onto the stream and just starts streaming it. What I've decided to do is basically group the Final Fantasy playthroughs into 3 different tiers. The top tier consists of the Final Fantasies that we know beyond a shadow of a doubt are the most watched Final Fantasies. We've got 5 years worth of data, we've all seen it, we see how the numbers fluctuate depending on which Final Fantasy is there, and it's not one of these sort of one-off peaks, because over the course of 5 years you really truly get to see which Final Fantasies, at least the sort of Dansko 8 / Final Fantasy community, is the most interested in. So tier 1 is most popular, tier 2 is like the medium degree popular, and tier 3 is the least popular. And me and my moderator team, once again, it's not a unilateral decision on my behalf, we've discussed all of this and we've mapped out the tiers together with the mod team. We have put them into 3 different groups, and depending on which group that particular Final Fantasy is, that will dictate the chance of them appearing in this randomized stream. So even though it's randomized, you will be seeing tier 1 Final Fantasies a lot more frequently than you will be seeing tier 3 Final Fantasies. What we've done with Real Deal behind the scenes with our bed tech support is to engineer a sort of semi-randomized format in which we get the Final Fantasies that we want appearing more often, the ones that people enjoy more and watch more, to appear more frequently, while also ensuring that every Final Fantasy that I've played through on the channel is represented as well. So it's not going to be the case that if we're really unlucky with the randomizer, you actually never see Final Fantasy VI being streamed, because it's just bad luck. So we've put in some sort of measures in place to make sure that while it remains unpredictable which one's going to appear next, it will be under certain sort of restrictions to make sure everything gets represented, but in roughly a way that we think will benefit the stream and its viewership. So that's what's going to be happening. In about a week or so of this video releasing, we are going to be switching to the new randomized format. The overlay will become a lot cleaner. We won't need to sort of map out, here is what the mega loop looks like, and have like 5 lines of just sort of arrows and dashes to show you which Final Fantasy is coming next. It's also a way for us to combat people who, let's say, are less likely to watch anything after Final Fantasy X. And trust me, there's a lot of people who kind of just lose interest in the games after 10. And so when we have a streak of, say, 12 to 15 on the stream, then even though we throw in some Final Fantasy X in between, people generally just leave the stream and don't come back until the ones that they're interested in will appear again. And so we're hoping with this more randomized format, it might encourage people to stick around a little bit more, especially near the end of a playthrough, just to see which one is going to be streamed next, thanks to this new format. So that's the general gist of it. Of course, people are going to be asking about this continuously for a long time to come, but I wanted the core viewership to be aware of what's going on, because once again, the mods and myself can't be in there literally 24/7 to answer questions like this every single time. But if our most regular viewers are there and they're aware of what's going on and the new format, what's been changed, roughly how does it work, then it will be a nice way for newcomers who are wondering what's going on, or anyone who hasn't been in there for a while, seeing that the stream has changed a bit. Hopefully our regulars will be able to explain to them what's going on as well, if the moderator team is not around. So that's the deal, guys. We are going to be shifting from like the big mega loop schedule format to a semi-randomized one, in which certain Final Fantasies will be prioritized more and you will see them more, but we are still ensuring that every Final Fantasy will get its chance to be streamed as well. So coming into effect in about a week, and we hope that this will be a nice way to sort of change things up a little bit on the stream, spice it up a little, and make it a bit more compatible for a super long-term run in which we have like 3 more games, 5 more games, potentially 10 more games in the future that we want to stream, and that is going to become basically almost impossible to work with in a mega loop format. A final note on that, it will be 2 loops of most games still. So we think that that's still a good way to do it, because obviously the 24/7 nature and the fact that especially with so many games, it's going to take a while for a lot of games to be streamed a second time, especially if it's in like tier 2 or 3. And so if you only have 1 loop, then there is a chance you might only have literally 1 or 2 days of a game streaming over the course of an entire month or a couple of months if it's one of the rarest games. And so we don't want people to sort of blink and you miss it. And so having 2 loops helps give people a bigger window to come in and see some of the content from a game that they'd like to see. So the 2 loop thing will stay, but in terms of which game is being streamed and what's coming next, we're going to be following this new semi-randomized format. So I hope that makes sense. Myself and the moderators, of course, will do our best to explain anything further, but I don't want to drag this on any more than I need to. That's generally what's happening. And you will see this come into effect very soon, with Final Fantasy III being added to the randomizer as well. So you'll see Final Fantasy III relatively soon on the 24/7 as well. And of course, once the 16 playthrough is done, we will be adding that to the randomizer list, and probably just for the first time it plays, we will insert it manually when we're ready, just so we get that first loop of it out there, and then it will enter the randomized pool later on as well. So thank you all for listening. I appreciate that. It was some important information because it's very rare that we give the stream an overhaul of this kind of scale. So I definitely wanted people to be aware of what was going on. Thank you all for listening, and it's going to be back to me on camera now.
So there we have it. It was a big video, lots of announcements, lots of cool things going on, lots of words of thanks, and you got to see the moderator team as well, share their love, and I hope we created a nice little milestone video for a stream that has gone on for such a long period of time that has really defied all of my expectations at this stage, and it's a miracle that it still continues to enjoy so much success after so many years, and it's reached the lives of so many people around the world. So as I've said from the start, to me this is the success of the community and the moderator team. So a truly big thank you to all of you. You've done an incredible job to keep the stream alive, and I can only hope that we continue to all work together to keep this thing going and to celebrate as many milestones as we can for forever. That would be the goal. So thank you all so much. I will see you soon on the stream, in any live streams, on the channel, and just take care. Love you guys, and looking forward to spending much more time together on the stream that never sleeps.